Hi, I'm John, and I have an unusual weight loss story to share with you today. It's about how I lost over 70 pounds of fat not too long ago, and how I finally saw my abs for the first time in my life at the age of 40. How did I do it? Well, a lot of what really worked for me is stuff you probably won't read about in the magazines, and I bet it will work for you too. I'm not a naturally lean guy. In fact, I was downright obese for many, many years. And when I found out that it wasn't my fault, well, that was one of the best days of my life. I'm going to tell you my story because it's probably very similar to your own. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or a gal. Anyone who struggles with their weight and their waistline will relate to this story. And if you watch this entire video, which I promise you will not be online very long, I will do more than just tell you a story. I will give you the solution I discovered and use to this very day. Again, this video will not be up forever, so please watch it while you can. If you're anything like me, you've probably been beating your head against the wall for years, maybe even decades, all because you do not have that flat, firm stomach you long for. I remember the first time I saw a gal go from being really overweight to having a super firm, tight waistline. I knew Susan was working out, and she was always in and out of the gym in about 20 or 30 minutes. But after a few months, I really began to notice more than just her workouts. I noticed her super firm waistline. Susan was wearing a workout outfit that showed the rest of the gym what she did. She got the fat off, and boy, was it sexy. That just made me want to go home and do 1,000 setups. And I did. I was really sore the next day. It didn't exactly work, though. Now, you know the look of what I'm talking about. Hardly any fat around the waist, great lines of tasteful muscle tone where most people carry those rolls of flab. And when Susan tucked in her shirt, nothing hung over her belt. Now, that's not all. Here's what struck me as very strange. Susan never did setups. She never worked her abs in the gym. She was always working out, but I never once saw her do so much as even look at her abs. Now, many years later, as my stomach grew from a soft 33 inches to an obese 48 inches, I started remembering that first encounter with a fantastic set of abs. And you know what I did? I blamed it all on Susan's genetics. She probably used to be in great shape. That was the only answer. At least that's what I kept telling myself. And you know what? That wasn't the truth. Susan had average genetics at best. Sure, she worked at it. But come on. I was lying to myself. Now, I'm an honest guy, so admitting this was very, very difficult. And the fact that I was lying to myself didn't hit me all of a sudden. After all, I'd tried dieting. I'd done sit-ups and crunches for years. The only thing I managed to do was pull my back muscles and trim my waistline by about an inch, maybe 2 at the most, but not an ab muscle in sight. My clothes were always uncomfortable on me, and I never wanted to take my shirt off at the beach or at the pool. In essence, I was like a prisoner in my own body. My mind wanted something, at least that I believed, my body could never give me. Maybe this sounds like someone that you know. Maybe it sounds just like you. Well, today I'm a different person. I sport a trim, firm stomach, and in fact, I saw my abs, all of them, for the first time at the age of 40. And you know what? My genetics for a flat stomach are lousy. I was absolutely shocked. I mean, amazed. I was floored. Now, how did I do it? First, I embraced the one truth that hardly anyone knows or will tell you about getting lean abs. It's going to blow your mind. Here it is. The best ab exercise in the world is no ab exercise. Now, that may come as a total shock to you. There is a time and place for ab exercises done correctly, for sure. But I saw the start of my abs before I ever did a crunch or ever did a leg raise, before I ever even thought about working my abs. Here's why this is the truth. If you train your abs directly too much, you're just going to build the muscles underneath your layer of fat. Now that's great if you want a bigger stomach. And that's not what most of us want. Not only that, But direct ab exercises can cause your body to go into a state of what we call overtraining. This wears you out and makes you not want to go to the gym, not want to work out. It can even ruin your enthusiasm for dieting. Now, maybe you realize why you've started working out only to stop a few days or a few weeks later. I don't know, maybe you lasted a few months. I did. There's a better way to get the job done, and it's amazingly fast. Now, let me tell you another quick 30-second story about how much a leaner waistline can affect a woman's self-esteem in a major way. After I got myself into shape, my girlfriend wanted to join in on the fun. Now, listen, I loved her just as she was, and she knew that, but she wanted more for herself, and I supported that. So, after a few weeks, we were out having fun, and some old friends of ours came up to us and said to her, "Amy, you should be a model." That made her feel like the world just gave her a big hug. She loved it, and so did I. And not to get too personal, but all this extra attention paid off in our love life too. She was literally a different woman, confident and energetic like you wouldn't believe. Okay, we've already mentioned how direct ab exercises can be one of the biggest time wasters, actually one of the least effective ways of getting a flat stomach and a six-pack abs. So hang with me for a minute as I'm going to share with you 4 more powerful keys to getting the flat stomach you want. Now here they are. First, you need to realize that you are surrounded every day by products that claim to be quote-unquote health foods. In reality, they're just packing more and more fat on your stomach. Perhaps you thought that whole wheat foods were good for you and maybe great for your fat loss. Or you've been fooled into thinking that soy milk, say, is one of the healthiest things you can drink. Think again. These foods could actually be increasing your belly fat. I'll show you in just a minute where you can access the real foods that help you burn body fat. Now, second, please don't fall for any of these worthless ab belts or abdominal blaster 7000 ab machines that you see in the infomercials. I tried some of these things. They're worthless. They do not burn stomach fat at all. And we've already talked about how ab exercises are not the most effective way of getting abs. So these infomercials and ab machines are just completely worthless. Ignore them. And do not be deceived by those good-looking fitness models that you see with the perfect bodies on these infomercials. You know, I've been in this business now for over a decade, and I can tell you flat out that perfectly sculpted fitness models do not get their great bodies with that piece of crap infomercial machine they're hawking. They got their perfect bodies through living a true fitness lifestyle with real workouts, real nutrition, and the right mindset. 3. Despite what you may hear from most trainers in the fitness magazines, you do not need hours and hours of boring cardio 4 to 5 days a week to get as lean as you want. Instead, I'm going to give you the chance to access some very unique workouts in just a couple of minutes from now that are much more effective than long, boring cardio workouts and will save you from all that monotonous cardio. I don't know about you, but that's not what I consider fun. A treadmill or a bike going to nowhere. Not a good time. Fourth, and this is a very important fact that you absolutely need to understand if you want to save hundreds, even thousands of dollars, is that you do not need most of these bogus fat-burning diet pills that almost every shady website on the internet is trying to scam you with. Now, while there are supplements that are fantastic to help your metabolism along, most of these are a complete waste of your money. In every fitness magazine, you'll see page after page of nothing but these so-called fat burners, and they do nothing but stimulate your adrenal glands and wear you out. They will not help you burn body fat. In fact, they could kill you. Stay as far away as you can from these stimulant-based fat loss bullcrap products. Okay, so now that we've covered 4 things that you need to learn, what is the absolute best way to lose your stubborn stomach fat and get those lean, flat abs you want? Well, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine and professional ab expert, Mike Geary. He's a world-renowned professional trainer. He's also a certified nutrition specialist. His principles are tried, tested, and proven, not by dozens, but by hundreds and thousands of people, just like you and me. Mike's best-selling program, The Truth About Six-Pack Abs, is exactly that. The truth about getting six-pack abs. In fact, to date, over 263,000 people in 154 countries have used Truth About Abs program already. Now, I used it. I can vouch for it. Trust me, Mike's the real deal, and he's really helped me get the abs that I now sport today. By the way, just check out the map below. This is an actual map plotted from zip code data of thousands of Truth About Ab readers in the United States alone. It is literally the only program you will ever need to achieve the lean, toned, flat stomach that you long to see in the bathroom mirror every morning, and the secret to keeping that look for the rest of your life. Not for days, not for weeks, but for decades. He goes beyond just the workouts and food recommendations and shows you how to train your mind into adopting a true fitness lifestyle too. So after you learn this stuff, you will not have to struggle anymore with unhealthy eating patterns or motivation to work out. I'll take you inside Mike's program in just a minute in some detail, but first I wanted to share with you what some other people have experienced. Stephanie Hurst from Tulia, Texas says, Mike, I went from a size 14 to a 5 using your system. Weight-wise, I was around 190 pounds when I started, and now I'm 120 pounds. I have so many people ask me what diet I was doing to lose all that weight. They don't understand that I'm not on a diet. It's been a total lifestyle change, and I would recommend your system to anyone. Cynthia Ward from Locust Grove, Georgia says, Mike, I'm a 52-year-old woman who started your program about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Yesterday, a colleague of mine said, you're looking very toned. What are you doing? I felt great. It's working. I was one of those 1.5-hour treadmillers and couldn't understand why I couldn't get rid of those fat pockets. But now I understand. And Amy Brunetti says, Mike, I just purchased your system about 2 weeks ago, and I love it. The workouts are great, better than any workout I've done before. I've been the person who's tried all the fad diets, diet pills, and bought my fair share of infomercial ab machines. At least I finally found something that works to lose fat and flatten my stomach. Now here's just a few of the unique things that I learned from Mike's program. On page 42, Mike goes into some specific food types that help to fight belly fat. Now this goes beyond your typical eat your fruits and vegetables. Everyone knows that. These are some actual real fat-fighting foods, and some of them will shock you. On page 5, I discovered a 6-step process that is more important than any of the workout or diet details. Believe this or not, it will guarantee you that you are motivated and actually follow through to take action on your new fitness lifestyle. Page 7 showed me this crazy trick that I learned from Mike that actually transformed the way I think about junk food. Now, I'm going to tell you straight out, I used to crave unhealthy foods every single day, and I had a really difficult time even being a nutritionist choosing healthy foods because I was kind of addicted to unhealthy foods. But after I learned this trick, I now opt to choose these healthier foods more frequently in the week, and I still enjoy some junk foods here and there, but I balance it out, and I still get my abs. Now, this is what's really cool. There's a whole section dedicated to this. It's 5 fat-triggering foods that most people think are healthy that are actually sabotaging your efforts to get a lean body. Yep, you're going to think they're healthy, and Mike shows you how they're not healthy. And once you cut them out of your diet, it's amazing how fast that fat falls off. And believe it or not, you're getting these foods. Most people are almost every day. On page 93, Mike shows you how to think creatively and differently about your workouts. And this is one of the key things to keep you interested and motivated. You know, you got to stay interested in exercise, otherwise you're just going to stop doing it. And that's the number one problem people have. Mike's got some really great, simple solutions to this problem. And let me tell you, it's going to be the difference between looking different this year and next year or looking the same next year. It's up to you. If you want to look the same way you do right now, go on doing the same things you're doing right now. It's common sense. But you got to change the way you think between your ears, and Mike goes into this in some really cool detail. On page 29, there is a fantastic nutrition trick that will tell your body that you're not starving and keep your metabolic rate sky high so you burn fat all the time. Most quote-unquote diets make your body believe that it's starving, and that's why your body holds on to that stubborn body fat. It's the last to go for a good reason. It thinks you're starving. There's a way to trick it. And on page 23, there's a type of actual, now this is going to shock you, an actual saturated fat. Yeah, you know, the kind that the media tells you is all bad. No, this saturated fat is healthy and even supports fat-burning metabolism. On page 114, you're going to discover 6 unique secret weapon exercises that build a rock-hard core and stimulate fat loss like no other exercises in existence. And the kicker is that nobody in normal gyms, or almost nobody, knows about these exercises, and they're not ab exercises. Isn't that cool? Now, here's what's really great. You do not have to wait more than a minute to get Mike's revolutionary ab system today. In fact, you will have it within seconds. Nothing is shipped to you, and you will have instant access to the entire Truth About Ab system in about 30 seconds. Now, how cool is that? And there's more. Mike is going to give you some incredible free bonuses along with the Truth About Ab system, but only for a limited time. Check these out. The first is a DVD called 5 Keys to Guaranteed Fat Loss. Have you ever seen that TV show, The Biggest Loser? Well, the mega hot and mega fit trainer on that show, Kim Lyons, she's the host on this DVD, along with Chad Tackett, president of Global Health and Fitness. And they're going to show you these 5 keys. And they're even going to give you what they call the Fast Track Meal Planner free. Plus, get this, you can actually chat with Kim online because it comes with free interactive online access. The value of this is $79.99, but you get it free when you order Truth About Abs today. Mike's second gift you'll get today is called the Empower Fast Fitness audio series. You're going to get the first 4 key audios of this series absolutely free. You probably already know that the single most important part of achieving success in getting that exact body that you want starts in your mind. We're talking about taking action, staying motivated, keeping consistent with your workouts, and avoiding foods and habits that you know are bad for you. But we all seem to screw up many of these aspects, and some more than others. Well, this is going to help you put an end to that. These audio bonuses are some of the most powerful methods in the world to achieve almost any goal you desire. Secret mental techniques to make sure that you avoid food cravings, stay motivated, and unique tricks to guarantee that you stay on the path to fast fitness results. It's a $49.95 bonus, and it's yours free today. Finally, you'll also receive the 8-week Dumbbell Bodyweight Fusion Fat Loss Workout Program by world-famous trainer Craig Ballantyne. This is a super effective fat loss program that uses a special combination of body weight and dumbbell exercises to deliver fast results over a progressional 8-week period. They're great workouts to do at home, too. This ebook alone has a $24.95 value, but you get it free when you pick up the Truth About Abs package today. Now, Mike's entire package has a retail price tag of $200.88. But hold on. You're not going to pay $200. You're not even going to pay half of that. In fact, you won't even pay half of $100. Not even $49. For a limited time only, and only through Mike's video that you're watching right now, you're going to get it all. The entire Truth About Abs system, Mike's ironclad 8-week money-back, no questions, no hassles guarantee, plus all 3 of those killer bonuses for only $39.95. Can you believe it? You get it all for $39.95. If you think about that in terms of getting the body you want in 8 weeks, this comes out to 67 cents a day. I mean, come on now. Even your morning coffee or tea costs more than 67 cents. Now, when you get your personal copy of Mike's Truth About Abs program today, you're going to want to dive into his 13 killer foods for fat loss. That's what I call it. That section starts on page 42 because you're going to start feeling more energy right off the bat, and you'll begin watching the fat start burning super fast. Now, after that, you're going to begin to notice that a lot of your normal food cravings seem to vanish. That's an amazing feeling, let me tell you, and it will keep you right on target as you finally start seeing the abs you've been wanting in the bathroom mirror in no time flat. Think about it. No more elastic waistbands. No more hiding under those so-called fat clothes. You'll be able to wear whatever you want and feel fantastic, and look fantastic too. Whether it's your office clothes or a sexy out-on-the-town dress, you will feel comfortable in whatever you wear. Picture how wonderful it will feel to be able to do that anytime you want for the rest of your life. And all you have to do to start feeling all of this and to get started right now is to take Mike up on his zero-risk offer. Just click the button below this video and it's all yours. Every bonus, every trick, every secret to getting a flat, firm, six-pack stomach, and it's only $39.95, and all without any risk. Click the button now and let's get started.